The Penthouse District of Damn That 34. A dizzying sprawl of steel and neon towering above the decaying slums. Feels like a separate world entirely far above the grime and the desperate cries of those below. The elite live in cold, calculated luxury in this vast and sprawling megacity. The Penthouse District gleams with an artificial beauty that is as seductive as it is hollow. As I step out of the sleek, corporate elevator, which silently hums as it deposits me into this sky-high neighborhood, I'm immediately hit by a wave of cold air. The temperature here is tightly regulated, ensuring a crisp, sterile environment that's perpetually comfortable, but devoid of any soul. Glass and chrome dominate the skyline, reflecting as shimmering ads that plaster the skies like artificial stars. Gigantic, holographic billboards flash incessantly. Beautiful faces selling unattainable fantasies of freedom and pleasure, flickering between brands that own the souls of the people below. It's like stepping into a never-ending commercial, with no respite from the omnipresent allure of wealth and control. Above, the sky is permanently obscured by a dense fog of pollution, giving the skyline a haunting glow as neon lights cut through the gloom. But the rooftops here are adorned with greenery, artificial trees genetically engineered to glow faintly. Their leaves a strange iridescent shade of green. They're a nod to the natural world long lost beneath the layers of earth and decay. But even nature here feels cold. A fabricated dream curated for the wealthy. The architecture pulls from a dystopian mix of phantom-punk classics like Neuromancer and Blade Runner. Gigantic slab like towers that disappear into the clouds, each window tinted dark, reflecting the cold blue of the sky. Sharp angles, impossible geometries, and vertiginous drop-offs define the architecture. But there are traces, subtle and haunting, of the Balkan influence buried in the design. Ornate, almost forgotten archways appear now and then, remnants of the region's rich history, now warped into this futuristic cityscape. Copper domes sit atop some of the towers like anachronisms, ghosts of a decaying, reliable influence of what's intertwined with Gothic stonework. In the plazas there are sleek, robotic chivapi stands, serving synthetic versions of traditional dishes to the elite. Though the rich barely notice as they drift past in their hovercraft limousines. The air smells faintly of wet concrete and burnt saffron, a curious, almost nostalgic scent, mixing the ancient with the cutting edge. It's like the city is clinging to its past, but only barely. A faint echo in a sea of bright, soulless neon. The streets above aren't streets at all, but skywalks suspended high in the air, connecting buildings like a web of crystal arteries. They pulse with light softening floors. Their expressions are blank, carefully engineered by society to show nothing but purpose and precision. There's no idle conversation, no laughter, just the quiet hum of drones and the faint crackle of electric effervescence. Between these ultra-modern towers, Balkan touches remain in subtle details. The stone facades of a few structures are etched with ancient Cyrillic graffiti, leftover from a time when resistance wasn't just whispered in dark corners. You see the faint outline of a forgotten minaret, now dwarfed by the skyscrapers, but still standing defiantly, a memory of what once was. Faint traces of out-of-a-style tiles remain embedded in some walls. Barely visible are the layers of grime and technology, but they speak of a time when this place had a soul.